What's up everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Danny, it's Monday, so that means it's Motivational Monday. Every Monday I upload a video that I hope will motivate you as you begin your week. There's tons of junk that goes on in the world, and this is just my way of reminding you that there is greatness in the world because there's greatness in you. The holiday season is upon us, and I don't know if any of you are feeling the financial stretch that can easily come about this time of year. Sometimes it feels like we work so hard and we just can't get ahead. I mean, I don't know if you feel like that. I felt like that at times in my life, where it feels like you're just running and running and running and running and really trying to make it all work, and you can just never get ahead. I heard this story recently and I want to share that with you. Maybe give you a little bit of hope. There was this small business owner. He was upside down in debt. He had collectors coming at him. He had no money to pay them. His sales were way down. He needed to pay his employees. He needed to pay the rent on his properties. All of this stuff was coming at him and he had nothing left. He was stressed. He was emotionally drained, pretty similar to how some of us feel sometimes. Anyway, so he's frustrated, he doesn't know what to do, so he decides, I gotta go get some air, I gotta go for a walk, I just gotta clear my head of this. And so he goes and he sits down at a park bench. He can't escape the thought. He doesn't know what he's gonna do. He's shaking his head back and forth. A man in a very nice suit walks up to him and he says, "Sir, is there something wrong?" He looks up, he sees the man standing there. He goes, "Oh, yeah, I'm just having some financial problems with my business. Nothing for you to worry about." And the man says, "Tell me about it." And so he begins to tell him the problems that he's had. All at once, the older gentleman says, "I think I can help you." And he pulls out what the man thought was a note card, and he begins to write, and he folds a piece of paper and he hands it to him. And he says, "Now, this is not a handout. This is a loan. I want you to meet me here in 1 year and pay back everything I'm giving you right now." The guy realizes it's a check, and not to be rude, he waits until the man leaves before he opens it up. He opens it up and sees it's for $500,000, and it's signed by John D. Rockefeller, one of the wealthiest men in the world at the time. He sees that check and he instantly thinks probably what I would instantly think: it's all solved. There's all my problems are solved. I can just go cash this check, I can get my business going, and I can get back to what I need to be doing. And then he takes a second thought about it. You know what? I'm gonna have to pay this back. I'm gonna hold on to this until I absolutely need it. He goes back to his office. He locks the check in his safe. He sits down and starts writing out a plan. What do I need to do? He starts renegotiating his expenses with his creditors. He starts coming up with plans of how he can pay his employees, how he can pay the rent on his properties, how he can pay all the charges he has to pay. Through developing a plan and through focusing on what he needed to do, he starts to pay everything off. Well, over the next year, not only has he paid all of his debt off, the business is flourishing. He's added more locations, he's gotten more employees, he's made 25% more than he's ever made. The money is coming in, and he's so excited because he never spent that check. So he goes back, as they had agreed, to meet with the man. He's sitting there holding the check in hand, excited to tell the man the story. The man comes up, says, "Oh, we meet again, here we are." So he gets ready to hand him the check when all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a nurse comes up and grabs the man. And she says, "I'm sorry, sir, is he bothering you? He's always going around telling people he's John Rockefeller. We need to get him back to the home now." The man sits there holding that check, realizing that the entire time he had that check in the safe that was gonna bail him out, it was a fake check. It was a phony check. And he realized that it wasn't the security of that money behind him that got him where he needed to be, but it was his drive and his understanding that he actually could accomplish, his determination and his drive, that he thought, I can get through this. And a lot of the time, I think that's what we need to remind ourselves. When it rains, it pours. All of a sudden, something turns around, something turns that corner, we get to that goal. It's like, bam, and the other goal, and the next corner, and the next challenge, and it's all of a sudden, all of these things are easier to accomplish. So remember that this Monday, there is a drive in you to accomplish the things that you need to accomplish. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please comment below, let me know what you thought. If you think somebody you know would like this, share it with them. You can email it to them or send it to them on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, MySpace, if anybody's still got MySpace. Just send this out to people that you think might be encouraged by it, and I will see you next week for another Motivation Monday.